Yes, we are live. It's Entrepreneurship Hangout, Digital Entrepreneurship Hangout, and we are live. So, my shout out to all entrepreneurs out there. Compliments of the season, and I believe that we are already ending the season in a greater note. I mean, having this type of event is one of the best ways to end the year. I know we've been having fun all the way since probably last week, and at the same time, we are not just cashing fun, but we are also cashing out. So, and I want to welcome all of you. I want to congratulate all of you who have registered for this event and who are participating in this event, and those probably that are not able to join us live, but they will be those who will be coming later on to join us by watching the replay of this live video. You are all welcome to entrepreneurship hangout, the first of its kind. And we are trusting God. This is going to be yearly, and we are trusting God that it's going to be better and better. And the next one is going to be live, like live, real life, physical. And we are going to be having a lot of entrepreneurs from all over the world. That is our vision for this digital flossy virtual entrepreneurs hangout, which is to host hangout. So what are you to expect in this hangout program? What you're supposed to expect is that, okay, we're supposed to have a quite number of varieties, and most importantly, preparing ourselves ahead of 2022. So we are going to be, upgrading ourselves, our skill level as an entrepreneurs in the aspect of, meeting, getting satisfying our customers, or how we can also reach out to new customers, those who I would say those who really need us, those who need our products and services. So how we can position ourselves in the coming year. The truth is this: every year come, there will be challenges on the way, but we are not, as entrepreneurs. The challenge, we know, we saw the challenge, and that's what actually made us to be an entrepreneur. Because as an entrepreneur, it is the challenge that you're solving, the problem that actually makes you a solution provider. So now I want to share a short video with us, and we'll be right back on this live broadcast.
Entrepreneur. I can tell you this, it is not for the faint in heart. It is only for the brave, the courageous, the calculated. Entrepreneurship is reserved for the resilient. Don't even step on the playing field if you have not counted up the cost of entrepreneurship. So there are two sides to the coin of entrepreneurship. There's heads and there's tails. And most people fail to see tails. They see heads, the face of it. They live on the surface, the lights, the cameras, the action, the yachts, the fame. But they don't see the blood, the sweat, the tears. Anybody that is willing to make the sacrifices. They stay up late, they work longer, they are more focused, pay the price, and get the job done and finish what they started. Those are the ones who will succeed. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you're going to need to lead.
The world needs more creative, resilient, passionate, committed, focused, disruptive entrepreneurs. The last thing we need is somebody to come along with another good idea, but they don't have the passion, the perseverance, and the grit to get the job done. We don't need another person that's going to start something and quit in 6 months. Don't tell me you want to step into a room and dominate if you don't have passion. Don't tell me that you want to be a disruptive entrepreneur and you want to step into a room with a new idea and challenge and change the status quo and you don't have passion. Right now you may be in pain. Right now you may be hurting. But if you have vision, you are able to see past the pain and look into the eyes of the future.
Your perspective can either become your prison or your passport. It can either arrest you or release you. In 1903, it was the Wright brothers that defied the laws of gravity. And if you know anything about gravity, gravity will pull you down and keep you down. It will stop you from flight. It will stop you in your tracks. If you believe in something, metaphorically speaking, gravity will hold you down, it will hold you back, and it will dare you to fight. Your perspective can either be your prison or your plane. I don't know about you, but today I made the decision to defy the laws of gravity. The first successful heavier-than-air powered aircraft was designed and built by the Wright brothers. They flew it 4 times on December 17, 1903, near Kill Devil Hills, about 4 miles. I believe possibility is destiny, and it is fear that keeps us arrested and apprehended by the spirit of impossibility. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and nobody else is gonna tell you this. Impossible is a spirit, and you've got to arrest that spirit or it will arrest you. Impossibility is like a soda fountain, the easy way out, the path of least resistance, because to say something is impossible, to give up, to cop out, to fill your cup of carbonated excuses, it tastes good, but it doesn't sit well as it goes down into your system. To remove the 2 letters is the grit of existence, the binding faith of hope to your chest and letting your heart beat. You gotta rewrite the code, you gotta rewrite the script. Calling all reformers, I'm calling all innovators, I'm calling all game changers, I'm calling all world shakers, I'm calling all city shifters, I'm calling everybody that has an inkling of faith in themselves, I'm calling everybody. You will inherit the future.
If you're not where you want to be financially, if you're not where you want to be emotionally, if you're not where you want to be physically, relationally, socially, 10 times out of 10, it is because you have settled in a place called convenience. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to admit the fact that you've gotten lazy. I'm gonna tell you this right now, some praise can be poison. It keeps you locked in a state of paralysis, and you shining trophies from the past. And that's why you always hear those people from the past like, yeah, remember back in the day when I used to do this, remember back in the day. They're still shining the trophy of the past accomplishments. So sometimes we can receive praise like a venomous snake that injects its poisonous venom in our veins and in our heart that causes us to stay locked in a state of paralysis. And I'm still praising the work I've done. And we get full. We get real full. This is what happens when people keep telling you, you're so good, oh, you're so great, or you did so good 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago. If you continue to believe that your best work is behind you, then you will never achieve what is ahead of you. Go ask any athlete, actor, musician, philanthropist, athlete, it doesn't matter. You ask anybody who is a champion, and the difference between them and their opponent is they were more hungry for it. I don't care if you gotta listen to me 1,000 times, I need you to get crystal clear about your future. Because the only reason why you are here, the only reason why you're alive is because you have work to do. And you gotta figure out
Why on earth are you here? What is your destiny? What is the dream that God has given you? You gotta have like a shark mentality, because if a shark swims backward, it dies. A shark can only move forward. And so I need you every single day you wake up to smell blood and go after that dream. If there's anything I can pour from my heart, if there's anything I can give you in this moment, my greatest piece of advice is to protect your hunger. You show me a man who is failing, and I will prove to you that he is no longer hungry. When you are hungry, you are creative. When you are hungry, you are innovative. When you are hungry, when you are no longer full, when you are no longer satisfied with where you are and you raise your standards, it is only then that you can have your future. If you can stay hungry, you can get the resources. If you can stay hungry, you can get the strategy. If you can stay hungry, the ideas gonna come. If you can stay hungry, the connections will be aligned. If you can stay hungry. The problem with many of you is that you got full, you got complacent, you got lazy. Somewhere along the line, you lost your enthusiasm, your optimism. You lost your hunger. I'm never full. I'm never full. I'm never full. I'm never full. If you want your future, then you are going to have to get acquainted with pain, with discomfort, with inconvenience. Because hunger is the only thing that's going to give you the power to persevere through that pain. Never stop climbing the hill. There is always another hill to climb. Go find your hill and climb. You gotta be hungry for your dream. You gotta be hungry for your next level. You gotta be hungry for connection and alignment. You have to be hungry to fulfill your destiny. Hunger is not an idea. Hunger is not a mood. Hunger is a lifestyle. I'm never full. This is me every day, all day. I'm hungry to learn. You gotta be hungry to read. You have to be hungry to grow. You have to be hungry to manifest what is in your head. When you're full, you can't receive. When you're full, you lose vision. When you're full, you get lazy. When you're full, you procrastinate. When you're full, you sleep. And I need you to get to the place where you're no longer sleeping. I need inconvenience to be your new norm. If you're not inconvenienced every day, you need to be inconvenienced. Every day, I need you out of your comfort zone. If you're going to win the fight for your future, if you want generational cycles broken in your family, if you want to be the first to achieve, the first to get it done, the first to see it, the first to do it, you must stay hungry.
Yes, we are back live once again on Entrepreneurs Hangout from Digital Flossy Consult, um, you know, Wise Well Talk platform. So now you've heard all that. You saw that it's beyond motivation, really. Some of us, some people say they don't like motivational talk. I don't think I do too, but you know what? There's the reason why you do what you do, the reason why you do what you do, or the reason why you're doing what you're doing right now. It's your motivation. It's your motivation. So what's motivating you to be an entrepreneur? What's motivating you? Why did you choose to be an entrepreneur? Probably you're even, you also have a 9 to 5 job, but why did you choose, the part of an entrepreneurship along the line? Or Probably that's just what you do. Why did you choose that? That is your motivation. Or is it because there's no job or there are no jobs? The government is not providing more jobs. Even before you can get a slot, you have to sweat. So, while are you doing what you're doing? That is your motivation. I want us to pick some quick points before the first speaker is going to come on stage, and I'm going to be introducing speakers. And we have Joshua in the house to introduce to us our guests in the house. So today is going to be, full of fun. I really hope we are going to be able to take the fun part of it, because I actually want us to take the fun part of it. And from those of us viewing, I want us to comment, okay, what has been, probably if you're on the WhatsApp group, I want you to, if you're not on the WhatsApp group, then we'll drop the link to the WhatsApp community, because you're supposed to be a part of it. That is why we'll be having interaction in the coming year. So, what we intend to do from Digital Flossy Console is not just to have this once, of course, it's going to be a once in a year entrepreneurs hangout, but we want to create a community of entrepreneurs coming together to support one another, to learn and to grow, and to also be better in our business. We're in a season whereby, you must be ready to be creative, you must be ready to collaborate, you must be ready to commit to whatever you're doing. Collaboration is key as a business person, except if you're not thinking long term in your business. That is when you want to be Lord overall. You want to do everything yourself. No, that is not entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs are creators. They create things, they create ideas, they create opportunities for others, they create leverage for others. And if there is a reason why I love the real estate business sector, is because of this. The real estate industry is one of the the best industry that creates opportunity for people. As a matter of fact, I belong to a particular as a I belong to, I consult for a particular organization, whereby what their slogan is not real estate. They say we are people empowerment company, people enterprise, because they believe in people. They believe that the more people we can give leverage for platform. So your business should be, as an entrepreneur, your ideas should be, what can I do to help others? How can I help others? So you are giving people opportunity. One of the ways I personally am giving people opportunity as an entrepreneur who wants to give people opportunity to build upon, to leverage upon, is via my store, my online store. Yes, we are yet to launch our academy and our online store, where we have our academy and all and our services that we render. But one of the one of the greatest um one of the greatest how do I put it, that I enjoy, one of the greatest part of it is the fact that we are giving people opportunity from Digital Flossy Consult. So from you how are we giving people opportunity? Leverage. You don't need to have your own product. With our own product, you can create your business. You can create value. You can give value to others, and in return, you get cash reward. But if the only reason why you're an entrepreneur is because you want to get money, you're just looking for something to do, or one way, and you're not doing it right, that is not right. That is not how to be an entrepreneur. Some people call themselves, I'm hustler. Oh yeah. Anyways, you know the definition of hustling, or what you are terming as hustling. But I want you to know something, that as an entrepreneur, you're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about others. You're thinking about the next person that needs help. And because you are able to help them, they are also able to give you something of value in return. So please, um beyond this is, yes, it's an hangout. That's why we can talk about a lot of things. We'll be talking about a whole lot of things, and I'll be talking about a whole lot of things. So before the next speaker will come, before the next speaker will come in now, I want us to just quickly take something from that video that we saw by Marcus, Taylor Marcus. He talked about an entrepreneur is someone who is ready to lead. He's someone who is ready to lead. So here's my question to you. Are you ready to lead in the coming year, 2022? In your industry? Are you ready to be a leader? Probably you don't even have a business you're running. Probably you have your own probably you don't have a business you're running, but you're working somewhere. Yes, are you ready to be a leader in that organization? What are you doing? So being an entrepreneur is being a leader. So don't have this mindset of a mediocre. It doesn't matter where you're starting out from, but see the big picture. And there's something he talked about as an entrepreneur is that, when you ask some people why, I think I want to ask some people, please use the comment section. Why are you an entrepreneur? Yes, this is an hangout, and we are going to put down the question. I'm going to come back to read that, and we are going to pause right there. Why are you an entrepreneur? Yes, why are you an entrepreneur? Leave that in the comment section. I want to know the reason why you're an entrepreneur. Is it because there's no job? Is it because you need money? Is it because you just want to play with something? Why? Tell us why. Why are you an entrepreneur? Because there's this proverb that says that if you don't know the reason for something, then abuse is inevitable. Okay, so why are you an entrepreneur? Now I have it with me in the house. Working Mercy. She's a powerful woman, and you will permit me to read her biography. I really wish I can show this. Just a minute. Let me post that here. Let me post that. Just a minute, please, and I'll be right. A minute. Okay, so yeah, thank you for hanging out. So I'm back, and I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen, and I want to show. I want to. I want us to meet my. So yes, so meet one of our speaker for tonight. She is Onwakin Mercy by name, Olayinka Mercy by name, and she's an awesome person. She's been a friend, and she's passionate. She's a passionate teacher, a passionate learner. Let me tell you what I personally before I read her. And she's fun to be with. She's an embodiment of God's gifts in a young woman. She's one of those young ladies I have in my network that is a go-getter, and I'm so privileged to have her, in my sphere of contact. I mean, influence. So she's a luminary with she's Messi is a luminary with life expectations and purposeful aim of supporting young adults to achieve results at the appropriate time. She's a trained and qualified teacher, and she studied business Education in at the Niro Gosoya College of Education. She's a trained diction coach at Bright Sound Institute. She trained also at as a business coach at my branding academy. So she's a certified business coach. We're so honored at Digital Flossy Consult to have you here, Ma, tonight. So she's also an awardee of TIBER with the complement of positive influence on young people, also an awardee of Total Woman Transformation. She's competent. She's a competent photographer. She's the CEO of Messing Up Media and entertainer also at Messing Up TV show. She's highly skilled in entrepreneurship with excellent initiatives aspect. She's the founder of Messing Up Media Empire with the aim of helping brands to gain global visibility. So, do you want to gain global visibility? Tonight, I present to you Mercy Omarkin. Thank you. All right, so we've met with Mercy now, and I'm going to hand over to her. Excuse me, she's not here. Okay, she has been logged out. Sorry about that. While we wait for her to come in, I'm going to also take the profile of Mr. Tope Onigbinde, one of the guest speaker for tonight. I'm so privileged to have him here on. I'm also privileged to have him here. So we are going to be. I'm going to be reading the profile of um, of our guest now, and please, I'm going to be sharing my screen to also do that. All right. Okay, so now I have with me also tonight a person of Mr. Tope Onibinde. Is is a passionate entrepreneur, and he's so passionate when it comes to brand, giving brand quality image. So let me just quickly take this so that we don't exceed our time. Tope Onibinde is a creative designer and design instructor who believe creative designs are not mere art, but important business tool that has the ability to influence revenue-based decisions for businesses. He has delivered over 3,000 creative designs in the last 2 years of his professional career. He has a range of work experience with startups, numerous business industries, SMEs, and NGOs, and so on, is currently the principal designer at Nixer, a full brand advertising and product design company. Also, he leads the product design team at Traveler.io and the marketing team at sholatrek.org. So join me as I welcome to this virtual podium of the entrepreneurs hangouts in person of Mr. Tope Onibinde. So we are going to be having him speak to us tonight on. We are going to have him speak to us tonight on our image, our quality image can, the return on investment it can give us. So it's going to be dishing out a lot of values all for free tonight. So thank you for joining us. All right. So do I have Mrs. Okay, Miss Omwaki now. So please, all right. Now please kindly we've introduced you and our people or our participants are open and expectant to meet with you. So over to you, Mar.
Hmm. Okay, so can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can.
All right. I'm very sorry. There is no power. I just have to sort this out. Okay. So thank you so much, Miss Florence. Should I call you CEO of Digital Closing? I can hear you.
I said whichever one, it's fine by me.
All right. I so appreciate this platform. I feel every time I have time to share with friends and family and the universe about one or two things, in my own thinking or feeling, I count it as privilege. Only the living can do that. So thank you so much, sis. You know I love you especially. Okay, everyone, good evening. As she has earlier introduced me, my name is Omwake Olanka Messi. To not to say much, I'm a brand visibility coach. And so tonight I'll be speaking on branding and communication. So thank you as you listen. I believe you will have one or two things to take home and it will surely help you in 2022. So on this entrepreneurship hangout, I must say a big thank you to Digital Flossy for organizing such a big program because it's big. You can't understand. I mean it. When it comes to anything that deals with entrepreneurship, it's a big thing. Yes. So I will use our relationship to start my topic. Last week was my birthday. I had so many messages. So I think 2 days after, a friend came into my DM. Yes, his name is Heritage Omoni Samson. In case if you join, you can hear me. So he said, thank you for being a good friend since when we've known each other. I had known so many people, they've gone, and thank God for those who are still alive. And you are counted worthy to be part of them. And I think one of the reasons you are still in my space is because you have an upgraded mind. I was like, what do you mean of upgraded? What's of this person is telling me? He said, yes, he knows what he's saying. And I'll bring it back to digital flavor. We have there are so many that we know ourselves, but I think I've been connected to her because she has an upgraded mind, which comes to branding. Are we following? All right. So, like I was saying, branding, upgraded mind. So, a person who has a very low state of mind cannot go into branding because branding is expensive. As an entrepreneur, branding is very, very expensive. Yes, I know that when you see the topic, you'll be like, what's branding? I know more about branding. What's branding? Branding is a color, logo, elements, whatever. It's my product. So, what's so special? But the fact remains that we know, but we don't have. Or we have, we feel, we can't push more again. We get tired along the way and all of that. So what am I saying? Yes, branding is what differentiates you from me. I'm short, you're tall, that's branding. So funny that from the beginning of the word, God created branding. I'm sorry I'm going that way. That just dropped. I'm fair, you are dark. That's just branding. That distinguishes us from each other. So thinking that branding is so essential, so important in your life. Because there's a saying, I say it all the time. If I can't buy, I can't buy from you. So forget about the products first. The branding is all about you. The branding is all about your attitude. The brand is all about what you project to the world. The brand is all about you, how you communicate what is in your mind. So you can't tell me that yes, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm there, and there's a low state of mind. So I'm trying to tell you that branding is a high state of mind that makes you to be differentiated from me. So hope we are following. I don't have a lot of time because I have so many speakers in the house. I just want to water the ground and I take my leave. Okay, so let's move forward. Like I was saying, that we all know that branding is our logo, elements, color, and products, and they are very essential. So, as an entrepreneur, if you don't know what you should do in the coming year, please, you have to know. Yes, it's very, very important. And I'll be using myself as a sample. When I was coming up, growing up, so to say, let me say I started my branding journey, or I started the journey of visibility and seriousness 3 years ago. That should be 2019. And thank God for coronavirus. I'm very sorry. It made a positive impact on some people because I have to sit back and rearrange myself. So those things I've been saying that I don't even know where to go to or where to go to or who to speak to. Coronavirus helped me because we have to sit at home. So while sitting at home, I attend so many lectures. I got an upgraded mind, some information I have access to them. I got connected to some people and learned from them, and that has helped me till now. So what am I saying in essence? Everything you've done, how do you tell me? How do you communicate? How do I know about it? How do I want to relate with you? I'm sorry, nobody follows a mediocre. Once you are not trying to come out through branding, you are nowhere to be. Yes, you are nowhere to be found. Okay, I'm a privileged visibility coach. I'm so happy I am one. I love anything on branding, but I don't know how to go about it. So I think during coronavirus, I listened to some of my coaches, trainers, and I was able to put one or two things together, select my own path so that people can follow. Because if you call yourself, okay, let me put it this way: I sell beans, you sell beans. That's marketing. You can have different marketing strategy. Excuse me. But branding makes you stay on my own shop, buy my beans consistently, and you will leave the next neighbor. We all like so many people. If Dangote is selling spit, we will buy it. Not because that spit is good, but because we want to buy it. So branding is very, very
Okay, apology about the network. We hope to have message back very shortly. Okay, are you back, mom?
yeah.
All right, we have you.
Okay, like I was talking about Dangote. I said even if he's selling spit, we will buy it. Not because that spit is good, but because he has created a long-lasting niche, which is called branding. A name that you can't just resist. Do we understand? So branding is very, 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 very important to us as an entrepreneur. Now, I can also say to be a brand is very easy because you have to know the B, which stands for blueprint. You have to know the R, which stands for relationship. You have to know the A, which based on agreement. You have to know the N, the nature of everything. You have to know the D, which will distinguish you from another person. So that's just what a brand is, and that's who you should be. And if you are all the things I've listed, you'll be able to project yourself very well, and we will follow you. Consistency, discipline, commitment. Ah, no, 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 no. It's not an easy race to run when it comes to branding, but the persistent ones win last. Meaning that you will face oppositions, competitive marketing or markets. You will face how should I even call it? You will face brand enemies. Let me put them that way. And if you don't know what to do, if you do not have a stand, you will fall off. That's why you see some people, they won't shop this year. Next year you can't find the shop. They have a brand, no follower. Not because they don't have from the beginning, but because along the line they could not maintain the expensive elements called branding. So branding is so important, So essential for every entrepreneur. Branding is the key. We are all entrepreneurs. We are her. I believe that. If you don't know, just know that. If you like own a school, didn't you own your school because of money? If you like own a salon, I'm sure you built it for money. Even if I'm a digital marketer, the reason I created my course and sell it online is because of money. So we can't do without branding. So I can also say branding is the marketing practice of creating a name, a symbol that will differentiate my product from your product. We are both selling the same thing, but we have a way of splitting it out. We have a way of selling it to people. You know, in the bank, they have marketers that will go to the people, or they'll go outside the bank and market opening of the bank. Now they have targets. You now hear that as your mouth says sweet reach, now you go bring customer. So you have to do that so you can understand. Because I know some of us we would have opened our bank in one way or the other through that means of auntie, if you open this bank with us, it's zero account. Oh, we enjoy your money, blah blah blah. And we just fall for it. We didn't fall for the bank. We fought, we actually fell for marketing. So branding is also part of marketing that will help our future prospects. Do we all understand? Are we following?
We are following.
Yeah, okay. So talking about branding, it has so many things in common. Your image, the image you project to the world. Now, let me go to the route where I do train my clients. I used to tell them, if you say you have a brand, now let's trace it back to your social media handles. For example, you say you have a brand. For once, I've not seen your name, neither your product. You say you have a brand. Even your profile picture or your site looking tattered, dirty, unkept, and you expect me to follow your brand, and you expect me to choose your path. Of course, impossible. So, as a brand that you're watching, make sure that all your social media handles, we all know that social media is the new oil. Okay, God so good, I'm also a photographer. Now, those who, or many of my clients are those ones I met on social media. They are not my family members. Those ones that see what I do and they feel, okay, let's know more about this brand. And they come into my DM, wow, beautiful profile. I think I need to buy from this lady. Why are they buying from me? They met something. They met a profile picture, looking good, looking very attractive. They met profile content, what I do. I'm not just anyhow. You can't tag me anyhow. You can't dump any refuse on my page. All these things part of branding. Now, you're a content creator. When you create any good post, you upload it with picture where you were snapping beside gutter. Who does that? We don't go to see that and comment. Yes, let's talk. Who will see that and comment? Of course, I will. I will not, sorry. Because even as a growing brand, I don't tolerate rubbish. So when I see that, I'll be like, wow, definitely this person have not been exposed to one or two things that will help your brand. Because when it talks to when it comes to branding, you have to be up to task. You have to keep everything intact. Saying that, I said as a brand, you don't keep your social media handles neatly that it could attract other bigger brands. You're having a problem. As a brand, you don't communicate well. I have branding and communication. I'm coming there. You don't communicate well with us or to us to know how to buy it, to know how to stay good. Like Digital Closet can do podcast for Africa. I know her for that. So she has a way, she has a channel of telling us, of disseminating an information to us, telling us this is what I stand for. I love money. I love marketing because I know her very well that she likes money. So yeah, actually tell her what she does. By being a good brand, she has been very consistent. projecting ourselves every month or every time. So branding is very sweet. Meanwhile, it takes time. As a growing brand, you have to take note and pay attention to every detail. Every detail. You have to pay attention to. If they say they are jumping fence, you have to jump fence. If they say that they are crawling, of course you have to crawl. Why? You are building a reputable hub. Let me call it a hub that will need to last long. Else, if you are just building a brand for a year, you can do anything you want. You can mess up with anything and get out with it. But if you say you want to build a long last branding, or brand, you have a work to do. Coming down to my brand, messing up media empire or brother name is the photography part of my brand. I feel okay. I need a name. I wanted to open my YouTube channel. I need a name that is different and all of that. So I had to, God just let me say God gave me the inspiration of that name there. So I got the name. Excuse me, I did the opening of the YouTube, right? So when the photography thing came in, I just feel, oh, messing up photos. I said, no, 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 no. Messing up media. That was all. Okay. With time, I feel so many people are doing so many things at a time. What do I also want to do apart from photography? I have so much love anything called branding. But I don't know how to go about it. What do I do? I connected with so many of my coaches and trainers. I have one to be precise, Mrs. Omobabiri Adela Shideko, if you know her. She's a branding strategist, both personal branding and corporate brand. So she does with anything that's deals with branding. Okay, so I communicated with her. I was like, Mama, I need your help. I can't run this branding of the thing alone. I need to hear from you. So she actually put me through everything I'm to do together. I told her, I have so many people on this link called branding strategy, branding coach, branding this, branding that. And I needed to be different. She said, okay. She said, okay, just go and keep ruminating on what you will call your own. I said, okay. I think early this year, late last year, I was praying and I was like, oh, I need to give my own brand name something. And that's in brand visibility. I was like, wow. Okay, so now I want to merge everything together. I said, okay, so if I'm dealing with brand visibility, it will really be said as, or I should be called brand visibility coach. So how do I link this with messing up media and the idea? The idea dropped that it will be called messing up media empire. I rushed back to her. I told her everything because you can't know branding alone. You need people to put you through. You can't know it all. Even if you know it all, you need pushers. You need gingers of your destiny to help you in branding. So I went back to her. She said, okay, that's fine. What do you want to do? I told her that under messing up media empire, we'll be dealing with brand visibility. She said, okay, that's fine if I'm okay with it. So begin to sketch out something that looks like it until it became a reality. What am I saying? So after some months, I brought together some set of people. I told them the vision and they bought into it. So after buying it, we began to set up programs. We started, it wasn't easy. That is branding. I keep pushing. I said, Messing Up Media is a platform that positions and help and encourage brands for media visibility. What am I saying? So many people are into branding, as I mean branding, brand coach or brand strategist. But when I want to bring out my own, I said I major on helping brands for media visibility. So in that case, people were like, okay, what does she have to offer? Because there are so many brands. There are so many people selling cement, but we chose Dangote because he has his way of distributing his things. and prepackaging it. So branding simply means packaging. I'm not taking a packaging as serious as you should take it. Please, you need to take a change. You need to what? Take a change. Please, you have to change toward branding. If you've been relenting on some information, like, don't worry, I'm not doing it. Don't worry, I'll do that. The other like in that brand of a thing, I can't cope. Definitely, you're not ready to get there. You're not ready to get there. So let me talk about communication. Now, I said branding, communication. So let me tell us the role of communication in branding. Like I said, I called a set of people. I told them, please, can I sell this vision to you? I started communicating. And they said, okay, can we hear you out? They listened. They bought into the vision. That's a manner or a way of selling what I have. So communication means how you sell out your brand that I can buy it. Because so many people sell Gary. Then why do you choose your customer? So many people sell clothing. Why do you choose your customer? It's very, very essential. So branding helps you to be able to stand your ground. We have so many celebrities outside there. They don't have good content, but because they've gotten the name called branding, if they sell anything in an expensive way, you buy it. I trust that. I just buy. Sorry to say, now the recent song that is raining now is Zazuze or wherever. Now, I will be shocked if a material is coming out next week written Zazuze and they are selling it for 500,000. People start buying. Wow, what are they buying? Not the material, but the brand, the name. It's very, very essential. You can always tell it to yourself. I will make sure my name goes universally. It's very, very important. Because until your name define your field, don't stop giving your brand a good effort. Please, it's very important. Like I wanted to say the role of communication in branding. Communication helps you to introduce your brand to people. It helps us to know who you are. If you do not tell me this is who you are, I will call you any name. So because you don't want me to call you any name, please tell me who you are. My name is Omar Messi, a brand visibility coach, a diction coach, a photographer. So you need to project who you are so we can respect what you represent. Do we understand?
Yeah.
All right. So like I said, the role of communication and branding helps you to introduce your brand. It make your brand notable. God so good. I've met some, let me call them sponsors these days, and they were like, okay, can you tell us about you, your brand, what you do, and your achievements so far? And I was able to put one or two things together. So if you're not achieving anything as a brand, if you're not coming out, if you're not doing programs, if you're not selling anything, nobody wants to be recognized by you. So please note that. So branding makes you a notable person. It tells you when you are not there. It transfers you universally, even when no one knows your face. So another thing communication helps is to reinforce your attitude. Okay, are we there?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like I was saying, so communication helps you to reinforce your attitude as a brand. If you don't have good attitude to sell or you're lower, permit me to say that you're on your home. Yes, the adage that say attitude is everything is not a lie. But so good, I've stepped on some platforms this year. I've dined and wine with some set of kings this year by privilege through attitude. Branding is not enough. Communication with good attitude. Another thing communication helps you to claim leadership. Somebody gave me a testimony yesterday. He said, Mama, okay, let me say by God's grace, I've been enjoying the gift of men for graphics. Yes, like I have four graphic designers that work with me. They don't collect money. And one of them was telling me today, she said, Mama, one of the reasons I'm working with you, but let me say, anytime I work with you, I feel the spirit of peace because you've so much registered your brand in my mind that I need to follow you everywhere. And I see your footprints everywhere. What did I say? Communication helps you to claim leadership. So God's so good because people can see you achieving something, you begin to lead them. You can call them anytime to send them any message. I'm sorry if you are not earning anything. Earning, I mean, if you're not pushing yourself out for visibility, they won't come to you. They won't follow you. So it's not easy to gain followers, but branding helps you to. Good communication and branding helps you to claim leadership, helps you to lead, earn their money. Because the end of branding is to earn money. Let's be factual about it. So it will help you to earn their money into your pocket. So if you want to have a prosperous 2022, you need good branding and great communication skills. Thank you so much for having me tonight. Let me drop this before I go. Brand communication is a combination of activities such as advertising, your social media, and your relevance. Do we hear me? I
Yeah.
said brand communication is a combination of activities such as advertising, your social media, and relevance to be used by customers, which means your customer coming through your advertisements, through the way you sell yourself, through your social media, and they buy into you, either online or offline. Just make sure branding is part of all you do. Don't be anyhow person. Leave me alone, Jare. What are you saying? I can do it anyhow. Yes, fine, you can do it anyhow, but you can't get to the top anyhow. Thank you so much. Even if you get to the top, branding helps you stay. Good attitude helps you stay, and it helps you claim leadership, and it helps you dominate all of that brand. Thank you for having me tonight. Good half your day. I love you so much.
Thank you so much. I love you too. Yeah, I really do. Thank you so much. And thank you to all our participants. Like, this is wow. I can see that the entrepreneurs that are here, they are already burning with fire for the next year, 2022. And we can't wait to go out there. See, it does not matter. I remember a program I attended last year, May, and it was a program we attended in church, and it was for young people, youth. I mean, young graduates. It's a business advantage, Lagos Business Advantage Conference, and another one will be coming up this year. And I would really love every one of us watching this program to make it, because it's once in a year to be there. So, organized by Love World Graduate Network. And do you know what? Something I actually gained was when the woman of God, came up and she was, this is a top-notch, excellent, even from the outside, the excellence is there. And she said, how many of you is your business worth $1 billion? Young people. See, one thing, what I'm trying to bring up is that your brand, because she's talking about your approach with respect to your brand. See your brand as a $1 billion brand. Mhm. Net worth. So approach, yes, even though maybe it's still a $1,000 worth of brand right now, but let your approach be that way. So you are working on everything, even as a brand. Will as a brand at Digital Flossy Consult will be doing a whole lot of brand repackaging, reprocessing, brand rebranding, in the coming year. And we want every one of us to also do the same. Don't just do anything anyhow, just like Omakin said. It should you should put every effort on your brand, irrespective of the level at which you are operating right now. So be ready to invest into your business. There was a time for those of us who attended my last training on wealth creation and management. There was something I told those participants is that see your business as investment, as something you should that worth investing into. Some of you are running brands, you are running businesses, you don't want to invest in your branding, you don't want to invest in your outlook, you don't want to invest in your you don't want to invest in marketing, you don't want to even invest in learning about building business itself. You just want to sell something. Something. Before I'll call up the next speaker, something happened recently on our WhatsApp platform, and a guy joined. He's into properties and all that. Of course, I am into properties too, but I don't. Properties are they are high ticket products. You don't just They are not products you just keep posting everywhere, littering everywhere. Everywhere online, you're just littering them. No, 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 no. You don't sell products like that way. And he just joined my group and then posted a whole lot of things, and then said people should send him a message if they need. And I was like, are you really in your senses? This is this is nonsense. This is not marketing. This is not business. Okay, you're not even getting the attention to love you to, because that is what branding, that is what Omakin spoke to us about. So you're not instead of you to you're not even like trying to get them to know you, to love you. That is what branding helps you to do. Because when somebody look at Omaki gave an example of when people, first of all get to our DM and they see a profile picture and they're like, wow, this is so beautiful. A lot of times I have commented on our status when I see her pictures. I'm always wowed and loved. She knows she's owing me pictures. All right, so without further delay, without taking much of our time, I want to bring next to on stage Tokwe Onigbede. I've read his profile before, and I believe those of us that did not were not connected at that time can watch the replay to know who our guest speaker is. Is a top-notch lead designer at Menza, and is going to be speaking onto us on return on investment for quality video designs. So you should, like I said, your business is an investment asset. is that is I'm trying to use the right word, investable assets. Whichever way, just take it that way. It may not be in the dictionary, but take it that way. So I'm bringing him up next now, and we also have in the house Super Sam. Super Sam is a top-notch content writer, a top-notch content coach, an educationist who has his niche, and also a fashionist who has his niche in the area of students, impacting students and also betting student entrepreneurs. So we have he's going to talk about a platform which we have for student entrepreneur. In case you're a student watching this place and you want to grow yourself, we have an organization for that, which Super Sam might maybe talk about later on. So Super Sam is also a speaker, and when it comes to how do I put it now, moderator, you need a moderator that can make your guests to laugh. I think Super Sam, and I'm sure it's going to make us laugh when it's time. So let's bring up on stage Mr. Tokwe Onibinde. Please join me. Help me give him a loud ovation from the comment section. Please help me give him a loud, So help me give him a loud ovation. Over to you. Oh, you can see he's a big man. He's a
Thank
big man.
you
Yeah,
very much.
to have him.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm very glad to be here. Thank you so much, Digital Fluxy. Thank you for the hard work. Thank you for putting all of this together. I really appreciate this, and thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. I'm very grateful. All right, kudos to Omaki Messin that has shared to us a lot of value. I was following all along, and myself, you know, I got big value. I got big value. I hope you can hear me. Please, can you hear me? I like to know if you can hear me right now. All right. So, I'll be speaking on return on
We can hear you.
investment for quality visual designs. All right. If you were following from first place, you when my profile was read, I I made a statement was read there that I am someone who believes strongly in designs not just being mere art, and it is actually a tool that is capable of influencing decisions that are revenue based. All right, so as entrepreneurs, one of the biggest things that you must put in place is that you must be revenue oriented. Whatever effort, whatever time, whatever money that you can, I think, whatever energy, that's like the four things that you can put to your business. You can put, your time, your money, your energy, your effort. Those three things, when you're putting them into your business or your venture, number one thing that must put in your mind is what's going to be the return on investment of whatever you're putting into it. So let's say, for example, you're putting out money to be able to hire staffs. Are those staffs going to be effective? Are those Is it going to change how many sales you make? Is it going to improve on your revenue per month or per year? Or is it going to make you more efficient or make you more effective? Those are the things you must put in place. And as entrepreneurs, I know that a lot of people here run businesses on a large scale, and then they be willing to make more profit and make much more profit, increasing profit. That's like the way it's supposed to be. All right, so the topic that was allotted to me, because there's no more time and I would not like to waste much of your time. Omake has given us so much value on branding, and I think that's like the channel that I'll also be going. I'm going to be just leveraging on what all of the things that she has given to us, and then I'll just I'll move forward from there. All right. Return on investment on quality designs. I'd like to start from this very popular adage that says the way you are dressed is the way you are addressed. There's something called perceived value in business. Most of the time, I like you to follow me closely. Most of the time, what the value of a thing is determined by the customer. Okay, you are selling. For example, you are selling a. Let's just say that you are selling a course online. You want to sell a course online. Most of the time, when you call the amount of your course 5 naira, that's for an example, the customer or the people that's going to participate in buying that course, they have to also value it at 5 naira before you can make sales. If they don't perceive it as 5 naira, you are not going to make profit or sale. So that is where quality visual designs come in. I'll say that quality visual designs, we have seen designs everywhere. We have seen visual designs, like these graphic designs. We have seen flyers, fly up everywhere on the internet. But the first thing that a quality visual designs will give you is that it will help the value of your product and service to be perceived correctly, commensurately, even much more. I have seen things that was packaged and sold with a good graphic design, but it was not as valued as much like that. For example, if you see a cloth, if you see a design, beautiful design, a beautiful design that can represent a good brand, Omar Kimesi have told us and mentioned to us about quality branding, communication. So that is where visual designs come in. When you want to communicate your value, you will be communicating through the visual designs. You know, currently the world has gone digital, so you will not be able to do traditional marketing in person anymore. Not in this age. We have graduated from web 2.0, we are going into web 3.0 now, so you can't afford to not get quality visual designs. It is one of the most advisable investment that you can make. So while you probably you want to market something, or market mentioned marketing the other time to be that what everybody is selling. And then when you want to do branding, you have to do something that is unique to yourself. So whenever you're putting out any design, that wants to represent your kind of brand, you must be sure that it is one that is communicating the kind of value that you want your customers to perceive. You can't you can't put out a visual design that will communicate your brand, your product, or your services lower than what it is, or else it's going to be priced ridiculously. That's just the pure fact. You and I do that. It is pure psychology. The moment you see a sometimes even when you see a poster design for an event, you can decide in your heart never not to attend that program, because you'll be like, oh, if the design can be like this, then the speaker, or the event, the value of the event might not be at. Is anybody feeling what I'm saying? So, because this is something that happens to everybody, we can't blame it on everybody. This thing just happens naturally. It just happens naturally. Naturally it happens that it is called perceived value, and that's the point I want to first. That's the first point I'm going to be driving this night. Pardon me. Perceived value needs to be commensurate. It has to be the same as what the value is. Don't get this wrong. There are people that actually do good designs, but then they forget the original value. They package something worth of 5 naira, and then they make it look like it is actually worth 100. People they will buy it. That's the simple truth. They are going to buy it. If you see something that's actually worth five naira, but because of the packaging, because of the communication, and that is due to the visuals design, you are going to buy it for 100 naira. Why? Because you can see the design. You'll be like, wow, this design, I'm going to buy it. So I'm telling you, for the sake of your perceived value, because you are not the one. If you are creating your product for yourself, you are not in business, right? You are not an entrepreneur in the first place. So if you are creating your business, you are creating your product or service for people to buy, then you have to position yourself in a way that people can perceive it rightly. And I'll go back to the analogy that I was going to say the other time. The way you are dressed is the way you are addressed. So the way your business is dressed, the clothes that your business wears, or your product and service, the clothes that they wear, is visual designs. That is what your clothes wears. So if you buy good clothes for them, if you buy good clothes and you wear a good clothes, correct clothes, very nice clothes, you are going to be addressed in a different way, right? Because the perceived value is different. When you have perceived something great, automatically customers will be able to dip their hands into their pocket and be able to give you their money. The second point I'll be talking about is trust. If you don't have a quality visual design, I'm telling you, no customer is going to trust you, especially if you run a kind of business that has to do with putting money down, and then people get their product or service later. You need to clear trust. Sometimes you just get on people's social media handle the moment they say, okay, so you want to pay for a product. For example, you want to pay for a product. I order things online, and then I sometimes I ordered on Jumia, and then the first thing I did was to go and check that seller. I checked this profile, I checked the whole thing. I was like, okay, but okay, sometimes when the profile looks good and everything is clean, with sleek designs, beautiful designs, everything is looking nice, you'll be like, okay, this person is not going to take my money. He's not going to any only grab me. You understand? So you need to build trust with your designs. That's one of the things that your quality visual design is going to do for you. It will automatically, customers are going to trust you. So you need to invest in quality visual designs. So I'm going to be rounding off now. Those are just two of numerous quality, numerous return on investment, that is importance of doing quality visual designs. Number one is it will increase the perceived value. At least it's going to communicate the right value of your product and service. That's number one. Number two is that it will eliminate distrust. Customers are readily going to trust you. They will trust you when they see that you have good quality designs. And then now I'm going to just be taking you through a step-by-step path to achieving a quality visual design. When you want to go about getting a design, sometimes you might need to get a designer to work for you, or for some people who have learned the other way around, to use things like Canva, use like I don't advise that an entrepreneur, especially one that is visionary and futuristic, if you have a mind that wants to move forward. I understand that at some point you might not be able to afford designs, and then you might want to do it yourself. But I want to tell you that if you are going to go online at all, that is, you are going to do anything that looks like content, you need designs. So it is a must for you to invest. So part of your business plan is, how am I going to market? And how to market is to use designs. Simple as ABC. You want to sell. How do you want to sell? You want to sell online. You want to put your stuffs out there. When you are not there, designs are going to be there to speak for you. People go on Instagram to check for designs that are there, to check for what you have put out before, and to see what you are. You are not going to be there. Steve Jobs said something. He said, adding to what Omarkin has said about branding, he said, branding is what people talk about you when you are not there. So when people are talking, you are not the one speaking, but people just check your stuff, check your content, check your Instagram, check your Facebook, and then they can find what represents you best online. Did you get that? All right. So the step-by-step process goes thus. You need to start with the content. You need a content to turn into graphics. So major content are videos. Content include videos, include content include videos, include graphics, include
Yeah, okay, it's back.
I'm sorry, I'm back. All right. The network was doing some. I'm sorry, we are still in Nigeria, so you have to pardon me. All right. So step by step process, as I was saying, you need to get a good content. If you are going to be doing your designs by yourself, probably you have learned Canva as an entrepreneur. I see people do it a lot. People learn Canva and then they try to churn out designs by yourself. I advise strongly, get a professional designs. The work of an entrepreneur is enough to get you busy than to start doing designs. You need to think about finances, you need to think about numbers, you need to think about customers, you have to think about somebody who's going to do delivery, you have to think about someone who's going to go and deliver for you. All of those stress is enough for you to be busy. So I advise strongly that you get a designer, employ a designer, and then you can work with some kind of prizes. There's a lot of things that can be worked out, right? So That's that about that. And then if you want to now do it by yourself, okay, that's all right. It's a good one, but it's what you invest in is what you get. That's the way it is. I don't know if I'm still visible. Can people still hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Papa.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Don't mind Nigeria. All right. So step by step, you get a content. When you have a content on ground. You have a structured, comprehensive content to churn out. You have to be specific about the message that you want to pass through that visual design. When, for example, you want to sell, I'm sorry, I'm using a course. I'm sorry for my bias. I'm using course selling, for example. Or, for example, you want to sell products like bags, or let me say you want to sell like clothing, like shoes, or maybe you are the one who sell cars. You want to then run a Facebook or Instagram ads to reach many people, right? So you need to get a content. Some people call it copy, that is copywriting. All of those things, they relatively mean the same thing, but definitely what it means is, what are you going to communicate to the audience? So you might need to use text. Sometimes you might need to use text and images, so that it can communicate what you are trying to pass across, what you want them to do in in simple words. So when I see a design, the first thing that comes to mind is, what is this person talking about? Because we don't have a lot of time, I would have shared screen, try and show you stuff about how designs is supposed to be set, but we don't have too much time. Probably next time, when we will have enough time, we can talk about all of these things. So you need to be sure about the content of what you are passing across, because a lot of people say, okay, designer, I want to do this, just let me do it. No, you don't do that. You are in charge of your content. As much as designers can help, probably just put, I'm a designer, so I understand you can just put in something, a contribution, but you are the ones who know your customers. One of the things you have to do is to research your audience. Who are your audience? Who do you want to send these designs to? Who are the ones that these designs needs to capture? So you can't produce a quality design just by getting a good designer alone. You need to be able to communicate explicitly what you want your customers to do by producing a content, or we can call it a copy. That will include the information about your product, and then the CTA, that's what they call call to action, that tells them what to do. For example, your design says that I sell shoes, I sell bags, ABC stores, or XYZ enterprise. We sell bags, shoes, this, and that. And then you must be able to put on the design your social media handles, working social media handles. If you have a website, you put your website link there, so that it can be able to reach you. So your design is serving a lot of purpose. One is communicating to them about your product, is giving them the information about you, is telling them that they can contact you via the contact. That one design is doing a lot of things. So when I see one design, I can know what the company does, or what the business does. I can also know that they have this. I can also check them online. So one design can do a 50 times stalking for you, because all you need to do is just to post it online on your WhatsApp status, and then 100 people is going to see it. Or you just send a broadcast for SMEs, trying to send a broadcast to your WhatsApp broadcast, and then 600 people, 700 people can be able to see it. Or you probably run a ad, and then thousands of people can see it on Facebook. You run an Instagram ad, and if you have a large following, the amount of following that you post it to can be able to see one design that is serving for you talking to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is going to save you quality time if you invest in quality designs. If you go about your designs by getting content, putting adequate content, information, and then call to action. Don't forget your information, the information about the product that you're about to sell, the information about your company. Second is the CTA, which is the call to action, or which is going to tell the customers what they are supposed to do next on the design. It might be place your order now, and then you tell them how they can place your order. You can tell them get your copy now. That's a CTA, simple CTA, simple call to action. Contact us now, book it now. All those simple call to actions when you are doing a design and all of those kind of things. Probably you want to do a design and then you want to ask people to register. You put register now. Register now has to be very obvious. Everybody needs to see, because that is what you're asking them to see, because your design is talking to them when you are not there. Information, I repeat, and your call to action. Two things, very important things that must be on your designs, so that you can be able to, you can be able to get a very, efficient and effective return on investment on your designs. So that is all that I'm going to be saying. The time is, I hope I'm on time now. My time is up now. So I'll just take a cap. I'll do a recap on everything I've said in the first, from beginning to now. Number one is that your designs, your quality design for your businesses is going to help you communicate passive value that is commensurate to the value that you are offering. Perceived value is going to be, your value is going to be perceived correctly. You are not going to be valued less than what you are worth. That's number one. Number two is that it's going to eliminate distrust. If you have quality visual designs, it's going to eliminate distrust from your customers. I'm telling you that if your customers have eliminated distrust, the first thing that will happen is that the moment they can afford it, immediately they are going to go on. Affordability will be the only issue why people don't want to buy your product, or they want to patronize your services. The moment that they can afford your services, I'm telling you, just see your designs, they just start, and then you are there, you are making money, you are making your revenue is increasing, you are making profit, and then you are good to go. So your perceived value your value is going to be perceived correctly, and then secondly, your good quality designs is going to eliminate distrust. And then the step-by-step process of getting a good design, of getting a quality visual design, is number one, to get a professional graphic designer. If you don't have a professional graphic designer, you have decided to do that on your own, that's all right. But then the second thing that you must make sure you do is to get content. And I said that content or copy is the information, the call to action, and the information about your product, information about your company, and the call to action, exactly what you want the customers to do when they see your designs. All right, so that will be all for I hope I didn't bore you. I hope I didn't, I hope I've been able to give you value. Thank you very much, everyone, and I wish you success in your business ventures and your entrepreneurship journey. Thank you very much. Digital Floxy, please, you can come now. You come up now. Are you still there? Is Digital Floxy still there? I'm on time. Okay, I'm 3 minutes above time now. All right. Yes, she's back. All right. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for using more than the allocated time.
Oh, thank you so much, Muiwa. I never, oh God, I never knew I was muted. I'm so sorry. I've forgotten that I muted myself earlier on. And I was talking about Super Sam is supposed to be here to take us on content marketing strategy for business, promotion. I mean, in 2022, what you need is not just posting stuff here and there. You need to be strategic as an entrepreneur. And that's why Digital Flossy Consult brand, we are actually also building, we are being deliberate. And that's why we are ending this year specifically focusing on entrepreneurs, because we are the problem solvers here. For you, someone who is into product creation, before you create the product, especially, okay, maybe somebody like me, I create courses. The time taken into research, the time taken into practice, the time taken into investing of a lot of things, and then you want to do the marketing. I mean, you want to reach the right audience, just like Tokwe mentioned earlier on. Can you hear me now? Can we 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 hear me now? Please, if you can hear me, let me know. Can we hear me now? Okay, all right. Thank you, Miwa. I'm so excited. Please kindly take a snapshot of you and post on your WhatsApp status, on your Instagram and Facebook. Tag at Digital Flossy. Yes, and please the the first person, or will I say the first person to do that now, or the person maybe that has the highest number of likes, we get a data, subscription from Digital Flossy Consults. So we are looking forward to picking our winner. I mean, Joshua is going to follow up. So please make sure, Joshua, please put in your handle so that you can follow up on those who participate. It's just a way of saying thank you. And please, if you did not register online, please kindly do so, because those who register will be sending their gifts to them. There's a gift for everybody, like we said. And also, I think the first person to comment on this live session, we also get um we also get something. We also get a gift from us. So thank you so much for hanging on. Like I said, so Super Sam actually has been away on a retreat for 4 days now, and he's just coming into Lagos, and he has made every effort to be here. He was connected earlier on until we had a network issue from his end. So he's supposed to talk to us on content marketing strategy, using content marketing strategy, for the upcoming year as a business person. You want to leverage content marketing more than ever before. So I see a lot of us doing, business. Like I said, approach your business as like a $1 billion worth net worth business. So don't just approach your business as if maybe you are trying to struggle, you are trying to put things together, or maybe because you have not gotten a job, or maybe because you are just no, or maybe because think big, think big and do it big while you are still small. Think big and do it big while you are still small. It doesn't cost so much. When we talk about packaging is not lying. Packaging is making it, look the way it should. So content, leverage on content. A lot of us, viewing our status like this, we want to run away. Buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. So that is why in 2022 we have decided to organize a 60 days program, a 60 days entrepreneurs boot camp, which is going to be about business promotion mastermind bootcamp. It's a business promotion mastermind bootcamp for entrepreneurs who are passionate and who are interested in, in taking their business to the next level. So it's something you don't want to miss that opportunity to be there. You really do not want to miss that opportunity. It's a 60 days and it's going to start in on February 1st. So I want you to mark your calendar and plan towards it. Plan towards it. So now what's it going to be all about? This boot camp, like I said, is 60 days and it will be do it yourself, 60 days of learning things. I'm still coming back to what Omaraki and Topes talked about, but I want us to prepare our mind, to take our brand to the next level. So you are going to be learning the act of doing, not the act of reading. How many of us have registered for a lot of courses, a lot of online events, and we end up not attending them? That's why it's a challenge. It's a bootcamp challenge for entrepreneurs. So if you're a serious entrepreneur here and you want to stay long in business and you're not just doing it maybe because you are doing sale, I don't expect you not to register. I do not expect you not to be a part of it. I do not. I do not expect you not to be a part of it because you are going to see practical, you are going to do it practically. And we are going to be looking at content marketing, email marketing, um, Facebook, advertising. We are going to be looking at you are going to also be learning the basic aspect of graphics design. Of course, we talked about that. The fact you're going to also be looking at, so the content marketing is in different folds because how you can now present your content in different formats. You can, content can be displayed on different platforms, either using a blog, either on your social media post, either different ways. But so whichever you must have. That's why Topper talked about researching your brand, researching to know where your customers or your prospects are, researching to really know where you can find them, what they want, and how that. So it's very important. That will now help you to know how to position yourself. Probably your customers are even on LinkedIn and you're not there. So you will know how to position yourself. It's going to be all and encompassing. And let me just quickly tell us what the bootcamp is going to be all about. So then I will move in on to talking to us about content, how you can use content marketing to promote. We are even supposed to talk about business promotion strategy, but because of our time, we want to ensure that we wrap up in the next 10 minutes. So we may not be able to cover that, but congratulations to those who are already on the WhatsApp group. We are going to be having intermittent training like this on Wise World Talk. So let's ensure that we subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I am dropping the videos like this, or I'm also inviting speakers, trainers, qualified trainers, to take us through entrepreneurship training. So now, let me just tell us what to expect in that boot camp. What you should expect in the boot camp is that, okay, yes. So the boot camp, we are going to. I talked about content marketing, Facebook, freelance mastery. For those of us that we don't really have a kind of business, but you want to learn a skill that you can, now learn to make money online, then email marketing, WhatsApp marketing. A lot of us, even though we are using WhatsApp business, we don't know that WhatsApp marketing is a whole lot. Is a whole lot. And each of these courses is nothing less than $20 discounted for this bootcamp. It's nothing less than $20. So we have the affiliate marketing, we have the graphics design using your smartphone. A basic one that you should still be able to, say congratulations to somebody or social media posts. But when we are talking about quality design, it's just like Topper talked about. It should be the one that you are communicating. You want to communicate serious stuff to people out there, and you want people to take action. So you should be ready to invest in such design. Then mini website or landing page building. So you also learn how to build landing page with your smartphone. This is mobile digital marketing bootcamp, business promotion. So you are going to learn how to do all this using your smartphone. And trust me, it will be, and like I said, it's a bootcamp, it's a challenge. It's not about you paying and then going to sleep, because you can be disqualified at any point, at any stage. If you don't finish this stage, you don't move to the next, because we want to, in 2022 digital flossy brand, we want to raise in our network, highly motivated entrepreneurs, resilient and goal getters. Want to raise 1,000 minimum. So, and we are going to be doing this via our bootcamp. And then we, of course, it's going to be in batches, and each batch has a particular number of people that can be admitted. You have a particular number of people that can be admitted. So sorry, once the registration closes, you wait till the next one, because we want to monitor what everyone is doing. I and my team want to monitor individual. So I want you to we want you to really, get result, so that if you don't get result, you can ask us for your for your access fee, and then we'll give you back. So far, you do what we asked you to do. So far, we said do A and you did it. Do B, you do it. Because we want results. Enough of buying Udemy courses year in, year out. You will not even watch up to 40% of the courses. That is not what you want to do. We want do as I do. So if you are taking content and you are taking all these courses that I mentioned, everything in doing the bootcamp, and like I said, each of it is nothing less than $20. I mean, sorry, $25. Each of it is nothing less than $25. So you'll be able to register for it on our academy, and the link will be posted. If you have not registered, like I said, please do. But you can just visit. It will be uploaded to our store, which I'm putting the link now. It will be uploaded there, and we'll be giving it out for the first 5 entrepreneurs. We'll be giving it out for the first 5 entrepreneurs at $60. But guess what? We are giving everyone opportunity. Everyone who have attended this training, we already have your names. I mean, those who watch live, we have your details already. So we are giving you all for $30. $30 for 60 days, which is money back guaranteed. So whatever business you are selling, whatever industry you are, we want to ensure that first quarter you are able to achieve your financial targets in your business, leveraging on digital marketing. Even if you don't know how to use PC very well, we want you to use what you have, which is your smartphone, to get what you want in your business, to get results. All right, that's that. So for further inquiries, please chat us up via WhatsApp. I will give you further. So $30 for 60 days. You're gonna love it. Trust me. So the bootcamp manual will be out soon. And then the registration and this offer for $30, which is 50% discount of $60, is closing January 15th. January 15th. Ordinary, I don't just want to talk about that, but we're closing January 15th. And for those of us that want to learn some ICT skills, also Digital Flossy Brand has a partnership with HIT, and a certified, the number one online on-demand ICT school. So let us know which area you really want to We'll also post links very soon, so you can go and check the various courses. And this is a period where you have to invest in yourself so that you can continually give value to others and to people out there. So now we are wrapping up now, and I want to appreciate Omwaki. Thank you so much. I want to appreciate Tope. Now, before I go, let me tell us, for those of us now, Tope has told us about getting quality designs, and Tope is the lead designer at Nixer. So, because I'm passionate about entrepreneurs and I'm passionate about we giving out the best, um Topper has decided, or we have decided to, to ensure that we help all. Even if you're selling other people's products, be creative with it. Let's assume you are selling property of another person, and they've given you pictures, they've given you the details. You be creative to create your own designs from that. So you don't just sell using the brands, especially if you want to stay long in that business. Probably you are selling, okay, let me assume maybe you are into Oriflame, Forever, or all those things. You can why not carve out, you have carve out a niche for yourself, carve out a design for yourself, yet you are still promoting that same product. Be unique. So let it not be that everybody is using the same brand design, or the official design of the brand. You design your own for yourself. So we have come up with a very nice design. um I have, discussed with him so that we can give you the best at a very discounted. I mean, you can't get this anywhere else, at a very discounted fee. So for let me just quickly let you know what you'll be getting from us, what you'll be getting from us. So for those of you now, you are looking at, where do I start from? How do I get a quality design for my business? How do I get somebody to give me that kind of design that will sell my products and services? So here it is. Now we have the basic plan, which is 5 designs, and you get that for $30, which is 15,000 naira. Then we have the silver plan, which is 10 designs, you get that for 20,000 naira. Then we have the gold plan, which is 15 designs, and you get that for 25,000 naira. Then we have the ultimate plan, which is 20 designs, you get that for 30,000 naira. And we have the unlimited. Now, on unlimited plan with unlimited designs, you get it for 50,000 naira, and maximum of 2 brands. So if I were you, I'm going to collaborate with a brand. Especially if you consume a lot of designs, because you want to be top notch in the coming year. You don't want, even though you are not a $1 billion worth, you are not $1 billion worth. Your net worth is not worth that, but you want to position yourself with your outlook. We'll still have a lot of trainings on branding, so you'll be able to do some things by yourself. But those there are some key things. You are selling some. You want to sell some, especially because some things like advert designs. They're not designed that you should just get anyhow person to do it for you. A top-notch designer who understands the psychology of design should do it for you. And that's why at Digital Flossy Brand, we have decided to bring in, this top-notch lead designer to help entrepreneurs. And I think you should clap for us. You should clap for us for doing that. So all charges, of course, it's a monthly subscription. So once you subscribe, then you have unlimited design. So if I were you, I would just look for an entrepreneur who wants quality design. I mean, who has eyes for excellence. Because it is when you don't have eyes for excellence, you'll be saying, this is too expensive. You don't. And I know entrepreneurs, we can complain from today to tomorrow. No, this is not how I want it to be. In short, some entrepreneurs cannot even think for themselves. When I mean think, I mean even the content layout and everything they cannot. So they will just tell you, please, just design it. They'll just give you brief. I used to do it too, so I'm not abusing you. I'll tell my designer, you know what, this is the content, be creative with it. So I'm just say be creative with it. Now when he's done and he has imputed all his creativity, I'll not say, okay, so this is what you're going to do. Now correct this, correct this, correct this. So just imagine the stress we give our designers. So you are investing so much. So imagine two brands. So if I were you, I'm going to collaborate with a brand and we are going to go for unlimited plans. But remember that terms and conditions applies to all, whatever plan you're going for. So we'll be having this on our store, so you can subscribe, and then we have our designer, our we have collaborated so that we can serve entrepreneurs better. Don't do everything yourself. Now, if you have read this book, Sell Like Crazy, you will know that as an entrepreneur, let me give you this, let me just borrow you this brain, like Yoruba people used to say. As an entrepreneur, what the we have the 80-20% rule. And let me tell you something, that what generates the money. So you must in this coming year, part of what you should sit down and plan and take your time to plan is what brings in the money. So look at all the activities your business is involved in. Which one is it that if you stop doing, money will stop flowing? That is the one you should pay attention to. You see things like design, video editing, maybe if you're a video creator editing your videos, you should allow a third person to handle it. I mean, maybe other parts that, but the focus on the one, like what I'm doing now, or let me say creating the maybe video shooting, somebody else can't do that for me. I mean, writing my content, designing my courses, somebody else can't do that for me. But I can get a marketer to market, I can get an editor to edit, I can get a graphics designer. So those, now if the time that I'm supposed to use in creative thinking, somebody cannot do it for you as an entrepreneur. So you want to ensure that you maximize your time, and what you have as an entrepreneur is your time, is your number one asset. We are rounding up now. Is your number one asset is your time. So don't joke with it in the next coming year and be spending 80% of your time on what will not bring the money. So you should be more strategic this coming year. I'm supposed to talk on business promotion strategies, but unfortunately I won't be able to talk about that. But if you have not I want you to go and read. I actually talked about how you can promote your business during the end of the year. So if you have not read that on wiseworldtalk blogger.com, please go and do that. www.wiseworldtalk.blogger.com. Go and read it. So I actually posted something there. And I also did a live video on my Facebook. So if you're not following, because I'll be going more on my live, so that's why you should be on that group. I'll be doing more of live videos both on YouTube, on Facebook, and Instagram in the coming year. And I'll be showing us a lot of digital marketing strategies, business, because I'm not just a digital marketer. What I tell entrepreneurs is I'm a business promotion strategist. So we carve out strategy, and that's why you should not miss the entrepreneurs bootcamp. We carve out strategies, and we must implement it, and it must work. So it's beyond I'm running Facebook ads, I'm running no. We are being strategic, because if you can get it right with respect to your business promotion in your in the first quarter of the year, you are good. And now let me go back to messing up media. Messing up media is actually organizing or runs a mentorship coaching, personal branding for Did I say personal branding? No, I mean for entrepreneurs. And I think if she's with me, if she can actually help us with that, because I told her that we are going to have that here. When I saw it, I was like, no, entrepreneurs have to be part of this. So, messing up media, if you are still with us, I would love to have the probably the design on my WhatsApp DM so I can share with us. Or if you can come on live now and tell us what this mentorship platform that Messing Up Media has for business owners, how it can help us to grow in the coming year. So I want every one of us to subscribe to this so that 2022, oh my God, even your customers, they will know that somebody has arrived. Mhm. So that is all we have for now, because that's our time we have us to have for now. There's so much we have, and that is not all we have. What you have heard is not all we have, but this is what time we permit us to deliver, because we don't want to exceed 2 hours. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for connecting. I believe you've gained a whole lot of value. Just like I personally am working on positioning my own brand as a minimum worth of $1 billion brand in the coming year 2022. And then, so I'm going all out of my comfort zone to ensure that I build that platform, both from my branding, from my communication, from everything, and it's top notch. So I am giving all of us this opportunity to be a part of my world and to join this. And then there's be a lot of so there'll be a lot of materials I'll also be giving out. Please let me quickly mention some of the materials I'll be giving everyone who join the business promotion mastermind bootcamp, which is a 60 days business promotion challenge. So let me tell you some of the books you'll be having. Materials, books on communication, yeah, communicating your brand and business. You'll be having books on social media marketing, YouTube marketing, freelance marketing, email marketing, Instagram marketing, and app affiliate marketing. These are all loaded materials that I'll be giving to you, among other materials that I'll be giving to you. They are worth over $50 each on the store. We'll upload everything on our store. So if you want to buy them alone, you are not going to get it lesser than that. Discounted will be $25. So please don't miss it. Contacts, you can send us a message on WhatsApp or contact Joshua to register for the next boot camp. And please ensure that you also register so that we can send your gifts to you on advertising tips that you can leverage on for 2020. That's the book we'll be sending you, and then the business promotion course tutorial. We'll also be sending you that. So thank you. I believe we've enjoyed our hangouts, even though we could not take some of the poem session. Like I said, I hope somebody we have done our. Like I said, that the first person to comment who commented during this we get. I hope you're an MTN user. If you're not an MTN user, no data for you. So just send me your um, MTN number on WhatsApp. The link, I drop a link. So use that link to communicate with me on WhatsApp so that you can have it. And then also the person who tag us on social media with the highest number of likes, we also get a data subscription or airtime from us. So we are going to select the candidates. And who else again? Maybe, well, we're still going to select maybe the person who commented most. Yeah, the person who commented most during this live session, we also get data from us or airtime. So thank you for joining. Any questions so far for our speakers before we call it a night? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? or comment. What would you like to say to Digital Flossy Consult brand? What would you like to say to us? What would you like to say to our speakers? Yes, has this been helpful to your brand? Have you gained anything? Do you think it's worth it? What would you like us to improve upon? Because there's always a room for more, to be more. All right. So, in the absence of none, we call it a night. Thank you so much. See you in 2022, bigger, greater, and with a much more influencing brand. All right. Bye for now. And before I go, I want to say thank you to everybody who registered. Thank you. I want to thank God who made this a reality, because the truth is this. I was telling messing up that I have postponed this over and over again. I kept apologizing to my speakers because a whole lot, even myself as a person, I've been undergoing a lot of trainings, back to back, preparing myself for the coming here, both in my career and in my business. Then you know, I was just like, I want to thank Joshua Taiwo. I want to thank Mercy Nob Media. That's Omaki Olayinka Mercy. I want to thank Tope Onigmide. Thank you so much. You made this work. I want to thank Daniel Niye. These are my people. Come midnight. I call them. Oh yeah, do this, do that, and they are always there for me. I want to thank Prince Friday. Thank you so much, Ocheni. That's my honorable prince. Thank you for your support. It was all out promoting this event, getting a low lot of entrepreneurs to attend. Thank you so much. I love you all. And I want to thank every one of you who joined, who connected live. You didn't look at it that, "Ooh, I want to watch movie." You could have used your time to do something else, but you decided to be here. I celebrate you, and I pray for you all that your brand, your business in 2020 will gain massive recognition in the name of Jesus. Everything you lay your hands on, will prosper in the name of Jesus. And you will be getting calls, you'll be receiving um recommendations from all over the nations of the world in the name of Jesus. Thank you so much. I love you all. Have a great 2022. Happy New Year in advance.